Flames linebacker Storey Jackson with us. Storey, how did the bye week go for you?
It went well. It went pretty fast. I did a lot of resting and just recovering and just taking a little bit of time off and watching football.
What games you watch?
Uh, I watched a few of them. I watched my old school Prairie View. I watched them mainly, and then I watched K State. I got a few friends up there too.
At this point in your career, I mean, you know pretty well how to take care of your body, what it needs, when it needs it, that type of thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, going through JUCO and then my last school, I just been gaining a whole bunch of knowledge with these little injuries and learning how to recover the fastest from them. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I feel pretty good.
How would you assess this defense at this point in the season? You guys 10 weeks in, I know had a rough half against Ole Miss, but then finished that game really strong.
Yeah, I think we're finishing that half at Ole Miss really helped us with our confidence. I think we feel really good about what we're doing and the game plan going into this week. But yeah, I think we're on the right track to finish these two games strong at home with a dub, two dubs.
Go to Damien for the news in advance.
Story, when you look at this Louisiana offense with the shifts, motions that they have pre-snap and trying to get you guys flowing in one direction, the ball goes to the other, what's going to be key to really limiting what they're able to do?
Really just like what Bougie said, following your own key because a lot of the motions and stuff doesn't affect certain parts of, like the linebackers, we don't pay attention to certain motions and stuff. So just staying on your key and like you're saying, stay with your track and don't flow the wrong way. But yeah, just really communication before post snap and before the snap. So that's all.
John from a Sea of Red.
Hey, Story, against Ole Miss, they seemed to be able to move the ball pretty much, I don't know if I'd say at will, but they were able to move the ball pretty well in between the 30s. And then when they got inside the 30-yard line, it seemed like you guys were able to, stand up and hold them to a field goal or, force a turnover on downs or whatever the case may be. Now you're going up against a Louisiana team that's a very good offense as well. How crucial, how critical will it be to stand tall again in the red zone against this team this week?
Oh yeah, it'll be very critical, especially when they get on our side of the 50, because they're going to try to run the ball. They got a good O line, good set of running backs. So yeah, it's going to be real crucial. We stay solid, really from the first quarter all the way to the fourth. But when they get in that red zone, just lock it down.
Just as a follow-up to that, what is it about playing in the red zone that you guys have had some success? I mean, is it paying more attention or just trying to keep them out of the end zone? What leads to that success?
No, I think when we have some explosive plays, they might break for a little bit, and then that might get them into the red zone. And then, like you said, it's just paying more attention, just honing down on our job and just locking it down, making sure they don't get into that end zone. So that's the main thing.
Damien.
A story we've seen this year, like in coverage for the linebackers, there are times where maybe your depth's not right and a tight end or someone's able to get behind you for a score. And ULL utilizes their tight ends fairly well, and how key is that going to be for you guys this week to play at the right depth in coverage and make sure you are in the right position to make plays?
Yeah, it's going to be real important with our alignments and our depth and all of that. Coach put in a good game plan for these tight ends and all these shifts and stuff. But like you said, the right depth and just keeping your eyes on the right thing, that's going to help us a lot.
How about being in a game where you've got two programs that have had just a tremendous run here over the last 3 years? I mean, they've won 30 out of 35. You guys now have won, I think, 25 out of 32 or something like that. Just being a player in a game like this, does that create some excitement or just, I mean, what's your feeling coming into a game like this and what it will take to win it?
Yeah, it creates a lot of excitement. This is a big game for us, but really it's just a big game because it's the next game. But like you said, with all the stuff behind it, with the two great schools going against each other on TV, so yeah, it's going to be a good game, and I'm excited for it, and the rest of the squad's excited for it. We've been preparing, and we got that week off, so I think that'll really help us with that 10-week stretch.
The fact that you guys are already bowl eligible, I mean, does that maybe take some, any kind of pressure off that might be there or whatever? You guys can just go out there and just play free.
Yeah, kind of, but really it's just motivation. 'Cause like Coach Freeze said, it's just icing on the cake. So we get this next dub. We're not worried about Army yet. We get this dub. We can't worry about all the bold predictions and all that. We just got to get this win and then go from there. That'll be good.